pray for the mercy of God on the souls of all those who lost their lives in the natural disasters. The moment we received the news, we mobilized all our means and authorities, our people, ministers, and all authorities immediately responded, and tens of thousands of vehicles, instruments, personnel, all were mobilized to the disaster areas, from energy to communication, all the way to psychosocial support to shelter. We tackled all the needs, addressed all the needs of our citizens. And during the rough times when our citizens want to see their state standing by, we did not make them ask where the state was. And the most recent incidents once again showed how strong Turkish state is. Our state is not now the state of the 80s, 90s, which was under Iraq. Depending on the power of Turkey, we also have more opportunities. Now we have a country with a great economy and with great goals. And we have a Republic of Turkey that is generous in affection and capacity. Western countries that were challenged with the similar natural disasters had difficulties to reach out to the areas affected. However, our state never left our citizens alone. From Rize to Artvin, from Kastamonu to Muğla, all cities that experienced the effects of the natural disasters always felt the presence of our state and the helping hand next to them. With all the success, the authorities managed the process to set examples to the whole world, from the craftsmen to shop owners to farmers, to everybody. We continued to pay the loss compensation. In the natural disaster areas, we have still ongoing loss compensation efforts, and we have started to reconstruct buildings that were damaged in the face of the natural disasters. And hopefully within a year we will have completed all the construction. And we will deliver the keys, the apartments, buildings, to their real owners. We observe that also in Van and Elazığ, the cities that were shaken due to strong earthquakes. And we dressed the wounds. And in the cities where we had floods and fires, we will do the same. We will not leave even a single citizen in need and exposed. And the opposition party, rather than supporting such activities, makes those issues a matter for its own politics. So, what tires us is not indeed conducting operations, but the lies and slander of the opposition party, and even the complacency of some, and even in eras when people are concerned about their properties and lives, the opposition parties chase after abuse rather than sharing the pain of our people. From the aircrafts to the equipment and tools, they opt for a terror of lies and try to confuse our people. And they did not then take any other step that could bring about remedy, and let alone that they tried to discourage our friends, our colleagues working hard and relentlessly in the field. Just like in other examples, in natural disasters, again, the main opposition and the opposition failed. And they have efforts to politicize almost all subjects, natural disasters included, and we experienced those all together. And this is indeed, again, showing that the biggest shortcoming that our country has is a national and domestic uh, opposition.
Karşımızdaki bu vahim tabloya göre belirlemiyoruz. Gözünü ve gönlünü husumet bürümüş
We see those people who are failing, and we only leave them to their own failures and their lack of capacity, but we, on the other hand, continue on our path. Let them trample on the sufferings of our people.
Varsın onlar ahlaksız siyaset yaparak
Let them do their immoral politics and pollute the politics as an institution. Let them provocate our people by using some allegories on the Byzantine. So what did she say? She
bunlar Fatih'in kim olduğunu anlamamış,
said
bilmiyor.
the mayor of Istanbul indeed resembles
Ne diyor?
Fatih Sultan Mehmed. However, they do not understand and know who Mehmed II was. And they wrote it on the walls in the streets and right across our presidential office. They said the oppression started in 1453.
Kimi kime benzetiyorsun?
Miss Meral,
Zulüm 1453'te
the
başladı diye
persecution
duvarlarımıza bu
started
yazıları
in
yazanlarla beraber aynı
1453,
yolda yürüyorsun.
some said, and you walk on the same path with those people who wrote those words
Gezi Parkı
on
olaylarında,
the walls in the
Gezi
streets.
Parkı olaylarında
In the Gezi Park
Bizans
demonstrations,
olaylarını yaşayanlarla beraber yürüyorsun. Sizin birbirinizden farkınız
those
yok.
people who shared the thoughts and sympathy with the Byzantine, you walk with them. However, we have no relevance with such people.
Varsın onlar sen ben
And let
kavgasıyla
them go ahead and have their fights of you and me, and let them try to save the day only,
dimdik ayaktayız.
and have no concern, but we are standing tall and sound.
AK Parti ve Cumhur
As
İttifakı
AK
olarak
Party and People's Alliance, we have never diverged and never will from our cause for service to our nation and our country.
evet bir taraftan
Yes, on one hand,
zulüm 1453'te başladı diyerek kirletenler,
there are those who pollute, who make our walls dirty by writing the oppressions started in 1453. And on the other hand, there were those who entered the Bezmi Alem mosque with bottles of beers in their hands, and on the other hand, they would walk to the Taksim Square. But then, at the end, you will walk with them also.
ve Bay
You
Kemal
are with them. You
o da
are
yine
together
aynı
with them.
yürüyüşü yapanlardan.
And Mr. Kemal is also one of those who joined the same march.
Siyasetinin kalitesini
While we do not care for those who decrease the quality of Turkish politics, and we try to increase the life standards of all 84 million people, and we will continue to work to bring our people to higher levels of welfare and prosperity. Distinguished friends at cause, I am very happy, for I have friends at cause like you.
hamdolsun. Hamdolsun
Thanks be to
Allah'ıma.
God.
Bugün
Thanks be to God.
siz edelerle kucaklaşıyor. Hem
I today
insan
have the
Kahramanmaras
chance to
eserlerin
embrace
maçının
you all
sevincini
and also feel the joy of conducting mass opening ceremonies.
İl danışma toplantımızın ardından
Right after the provincial consultative meeting,
Allah nazardan saklasın.
mashallah, may God protect you all against all evil eye.
İl danışma toplantımızın ardından
Following the provincial consultative meeting, we will join a mass opening ceremony and we will put to service many investments. And I hope that all investments will be auspicious for our country and also the heroes of Kahramanmaras. I would like to thank too all the ministers and their teams, our municipalities, institutions, authorities for having brought this great initiative to fruition.
Görüyorsunuz. Edecikler de geliyor.
And you see many more heroes and even little heroes from Kahramanmaras are on their way. We will not stop. We will continue to march on this path.
İl ziyaretlerimizde bir taraftan
During our provincial visits, we on one hand keep an eye on the needs of our people and also negotiate with our members of provincial organizations. Extended provincial meetings are places where we renew, refresh our oaths, and further strengthen our solidarity and our friendship at cause. Have no concern. We will be there.
yetmiyor. Hele hele Kahramanmaraş'a hiç yetmiyor.
But it is still not enough. It is not enough for Kahramanmaras even more. So your thoughts, your evaluations, your criticism and assessments are gold for us. No matter at what rank they work, all members of our ranks and organizations are the representatives of our AK Party in cities. From its foundation on, AK Party has always cared for the opinions of the members of its organization and ranks. And over the past 19 years, in all the calamities we encountered, we overcame challenges with your support and with your efforts. Bringing Turkey back to the scene of history, we started many visionary projects and undertook those with you. Every project we materialized, every reform we actualized, and every success we achieved was thanks to you. You have your signature on them. For 20 years, 19 in power, AK Party in its journey of service to the nation, you shared the same path with us and also become one in hearts. With your prayers and support, you have always given us further courage. In the face of the challenges, you strengthened, reinforced our will for resistance and our ambition for putting up with our struggle. You have sharpened those all for the better good, for the greater good. In all the operations against our country, we owned up to our togetherness and solidarity, and you gave us further confidence. Those who wanted to turn brothers against another saw the foresight of the heroes standing against and in front of them. Those who wanted to ignite dissension in this country found the insight, the foresight of our heroes. Those who tried to turn Turkey into Assyria saw the solidarity of the heroes of Kahramanmaras who love one another for the love of God.
Gençler, sizleri Allah için seviyorum.
Dear youth, I love you for the love of God.
Hani birileri Z kuşağı, Y kuşağı falan diyorlar ya.
You know, some call it
Hepsi burada.
Generation Z or Generation Y. We have them all here.
Kahramanmaraş etnik, mezhebi, kültürel
Ethnic,
hayatları üzerinden yapılmak
sectarian,
istenen
and cultural
provokasyonların
provocations some tried to lay on cultural fault
bir
lines
asır önce
have not deceived Kahramanmaras. Just like Suchi Imam owned up to our independence a century
yeni
ago,
Türkiye'nin istiklal
his
mücadelesini
grandchildren are
canların
now
bağrına sardı.
embracing the struggle of independence of the new Turkey
Türkiye'nin
at the
ve
expense of
Türk
their
milletinin
lives.
istikbali için gayret
For
gösteren
the independence of
tüm
Turkey
dava
and the
arkadaşlarıma
Turkish nation,
buradan
all those
teşekkür
who
ediyorum.
exert efforts, I would like to thank to you all from
Kahramanmaraş'ın
here,
evladı,
the children
en
of
güzel adamlardan biri
Kahramanmaraş, and
merhum
one of the 7 beautiful
Erdem
men,
Beyazıt abi.
the late brother Erdem Beyazıt.
O ne güzel söylüyor.
He said it beautifully.
Dinleyecek misin?
Will you listen to me?
Şimdi Erdem abiyi dinleyelim.
Now let's hear what Brother Erdem
Ayetler bilirim ben.
said.
Kızdım
I know
cehennem,
Muslim hearts, when angry, they would turn into hells.
eller bilirim haşin,
If they love,
berat.
they become paradise. I know
Onlar gördüsün
some
ki
who are
Tanrı'nın coğrafyası,
reckless, courageous,
her kırışı
and I saw
hesabı,
the soil
çizgisi tarihten
of my
bir
motherland.
yaprağı anlatır.
Every page
Kızdı mı cehennem,
represents a page in history.
sevdi mi cennet
Yes, when
kesilen,
angry,
koca yürekli,
it turns
tüm
into
dedelerin
hell.
kuruluşundan itibaren AK
When in
Parti'yi
love,
bağrına basan,
but
AK Parti'yi
it
destekleyen
turns into
tüm kardeşlerime
a paradise, a heaven.
teşkilatım adına
So those who have such feelings, who loved AK Party, I would like to thank to them on behalf of my party and my country and for AK Party ranks.
il ve ilçe başkanlarımızdan kadın ve gençlik
Our
kollarımıza,
provincial chair people, all the way to our children, youth, our mayors, and district representatives and women's branches members, all. I would like to thank to all friends at each and every rank of our party. Those who love our party for 20 years, who made a lot of efforts, who suffered the challenges of this holy, sacred cause. I would like to thank to you all. And those who took part in Kahramanmaras provincial organization and who are not with us anymore, those who passed away. I remember them with gratitude and I pray for the mercy of God on their souls. May God make our unity, our solidarity, and our resilience last forever. My brothers and sisters, we have a history full of victories and struggles and challenges. We are the children
Maraş
of a
bize
noble
mezar
nation.
olmadan düşmana
We are
mızrağı
those
olmaz diyen
who
Sütçü
said
imamların mirasına namzet bir kadroyuz.
before we fall, the land, the soil will not fall.
Bizler
We are
yüzlerce örselenmiş,
the
yıllarca öz yurdunda garip,
predecessors of
öz vatanında
those
Karya
like
muamelesi
Sütçü Imam
görmüş
who
bir
said
milletin
so.
umudu olarak
We are the hopes
kurulmuş
of
bir partimiz.
a nation, and we are a
AK
party
Parti
established
milletin
for
partisi.
that. AK Party is
Milletin
the party
emanetini
of the
taşıyan bir
nation,
parti.
and it is entrusted
AK
with
Parti fabrikada ter
entrusted.
döken işçilerin, tarlada
AK
çalışan
Party
emekçilerin
indeed
evladını
is the
eline
party of
ekmeğe
all
kadar
those who
askere
work and
gönderen
break sweat
anaların helal rızık peşinde koşan
in
babaların
farms, and all
bu
those
ülkeye
fathers
yıllarca
and
hizmet
mothers
etmiş
who
emeklilerin
work for
seccadesini
clean food,
gözyaşlarıyla ıslatan
and for
dini
all those
fanilerin gecenin karanlığını
who
dualarıyla
had
aydınlatan
their
aileleri
prayer
geleceğe
rugs
umutla bakan
wet
gençlerin
because of their
partisi.
tears. And also AK Party is the party of those young people who look into the
AK Parti
future with hope.
AK Parti dünyanın yüzü aşkın ülkesinde hayat kurmuş.
AK Party
Acı vatanı
has had
sılaya
life,
çevirmiş gurbetçilerin partisi.
uh,
AK
and
Parti
AK Party is the party
sadece
of those
kendi
who
insanımızın değil,
had their lives
tüm
in
mazlum
around
dünya malının
100
partisi.
countries. AK Party
20
is the
yıldır
party also
sürgün
of
ve
also
soykırım
the
darbeleriyle
downtrodden and the oppressed.
hepimizle beraber
And in this
gözümüzle
struggle we have
kalbimizde
for
yüreğimizde
almost
yürelenmiş
20 years,
100
we
milyonlarca
have
mücadele.
been exerting efforts for hundreds of millions of people who have their hopes on AK Party
Balkanlardan
and who have their
Türk
hearts and
Cumhuriyetlerine,
love for
Arakan'dan Afganistan'a,
hearts beating and love
Afrika'dan
for AK
Asya'ya
Party.
kadar
From
tüm
Arakan to
kardeşlerimiz
Africa, all the way to Asia
ülkemizdeki
to Europe,
gelişmeleri
all brothers and
yakından takip
sisters
ediyor.
are following all
Bizim
the
başarılarımız
developments
için
taking place
dua
in our
ediyor.
country closely, and they pray
Türkiye'nin
for
savunma
our success.
sanayinden
From the
ekonomiye,
defense industry to
ihracattan
economy,
üretime
from
kadar
trade
farklı
to
alanlarda yaptığımız
administration.
hamleler
And
el
many
atması güden
movements, many
onları
moves,
tebrik ediyor.
many actions we take
Milletimizin
in
başına
various
gelen
fields
felaketler
make them happy as
bizim
well, just
kadar
like they make our
onları da
people living in this country
üzüntü
happy.
veriyor.
And those difficulties, those challenges we endure also make them sad, as they do make us
Hiç
all sad in
endişeniz
this
olmasın.
country. Have no
Hiç
concern
endişeniz olmasın. Terör saldırılarından
from terror
açtığımız darbe
attacks
girişimi,
to July
tabii
15 coup
afetlerden
attempt,
diğer
from natural
sıkıntılarımıza kadar
disasters to
yaşadığımız
all
her
other
türlü
challenges.
krize
In
dikkat
every
ettik.
critical issue, in every
%90'dan
critical
bildiğiniz
incident,
tüm
we
seçimlerde
observed that.
elde
In all
ettiğimiz
the
zaferleri
elections we
gönül
participated from
coğrafyamızdaki
2002
kardeşlerimizle
on,
beraber
we
kutladık.
have celebrated our
Darbecilerin
victories with the
meclisi
brothers and sisters in
milletimizi
our
sokaklarda
geography of hearts.
darbecilere
On
karşı
July
direnirken
15,
dünyanın
when
dört
our
bir
people
ucunda
resisted the coup
kardeşlerimize
makers,
bizim için
all brothers and
dua
sisters
etti,
from all corners
sokaklara
of the
çıktı.
world
Bak
also
yine
prayed
sokaklara
for
çıktık.
us and took to the streets.
Vatandaşlarımızla birlikte.
And with our
Gazze'de,
citizens,
Kudüs'tü,
all
Filistinli
those
mazlumlarını kurtardık.
from
Birleşmiş
Palestine,
Milletler
Gaza,
Kürsüsü'nden
were proud also.
yaptığımız
From the
dünya
stand
beşten
of the
büyüktür
UN,
itirazı
we made an objection and said
kendisinden
that the world is bigger
alıntılı
than
yok
five,
sayılan
and this
uyarılara
aimed to protect
unutuldu.
and also
Çok
was a hope
ters düştük.
for millions
Türkiye
of billions of people
780
whose
bin
rights
kilometre
are
kareden
violated and who are
alabildik.
oppressed. And at every chance, for
İşler
that reason,
başladılar.
we say that
AK
Turkey is
Parti
bigger than
sınırları büyüttü. Bu
783,000
hareketin
square
eli
meters. And that's why we
Malazgirt'ten
say AK Party is not an
Söğütle'nin
ordinary, simple party.
Dumlupınar,
The roots of this
Sakarya,
party is in
Çanakkale'dir.
Dumlupınar, Sakarya, in Malazgirt, in Söğüt.
Maşallah. Pazartesi günü Dumlupınar'dayız.
On Monday, we will be in Dumlupınar.
AK Parti her ne kadar 20 yıllık bir hareket olsa da
Even though AK
kökü
Party is
madiliğe,
a movement
özü
of 20
atiliye bir
years,
geleneğin
it
bu
is a
ülkenin
part of a
öncüsüdür.
tradition, it is the representative of a tradition which had its roots from the past and has its eyes set on to the future.
Sağ olun, var olun. Her fırsatta tarihi
Thank you all
sorumluluklarımıza
very much.
omuzlarımızda
At every
taşıdığımız
chance, we attach
ağır
great
yükleri
importance and bring
gerçekleri
attention to the
sergilerken
responsibility we have to shoulder and the historical liability we have. Not only us, but also those against us are aware of that. So, will you be coming to Dumlupınar on Monday, dear fellow
evet,
citizens from
büyüyen,
Kahramanmaras?
güçlenen,
Yes, for a growing
özgüveni ve esareti artan, cesareti
for a
artan
country
bir
that has
Türkiye'nin
further
ne
courage
manaya
and
geldiğini
further
rakiplerin bilgilerine
motivation
sahip olun.
and
Son
power
20 yılda darbelerden
is weaved by
terör
our
eylemlerine,
opponents,
sokak
from
olaylarından
coup attempts
yangın
to terror
suikastine kadar
protests,
defaat
from
çeşit
stirring up
saldırıya
streets
sıfır
to
şüphe.
dark scenarios. We
Ordumuza
endured
verilmeyen silahları
various
terör
scenarios
örgütlerine
for that reason.
bilabedel
The
verilmesi
weapons not given to our army
birilerinin
were
gözünde
given,
Türkiye
supplied
hala
to some
Türklere
terror
meydan okumaya
organizations, and it's
karar
because of that,
önemli
and
kritik
to
bir ülke.
some, Turkey is an
Türkiye'ye dair
important and
hesapları
critical
bozanların
country that is not
Cumhuriyetimizin
to be
100.
left to the
yılını
control of
kutlayacağımız
some. In
2023'ü temsil ediyor.
2023, on this
Gazi
path
Park
for
Yargısı
the centenary
yönetimizin
of our
başbarışını
Republic's
tenakesine yönelik
foundation,
girişimlerin artması
we see more
net açık ifade ediyor.
initiatives, more
CHP
actions
yönetiminin
to
ateşli
dynamite
ittifak ortaklarının da
dispute
Bizans
among our youth,
benzetmeleriyle
and
rencide
some
döktüğü nefret siyaseti yine bu oyunun
who have
ana
a
parçası.
politics of hatred,
Milletten
they
umduğu
ignite
teslimatla ve
by saying, by using
1944
versamutes
olduğu
in
gibi
between
yalandan,
Byzantine and
iftiradan,
Fatih.
kışkırtmadan
All their
fanatikçe
efforts is to
partilerini saran
gain
faşist,
power by using lies,
tecavüz,
slander,
yolsuzluk
insult. Even
ve
though they
hırsızlıkla
have
yüzleşmek
harassment,
yerine
rape,
yerlerindeki
corruption,
kibir
and
ve
theft
hırsı
running
partimize
rampant in their
bulaştırmayı
parties, they try to
başarılı
smear the
olamayacaksınız.
rust and dirt
Başarılı
in their party
olamayacaksınız.
on our own, but you will not
Zira milletimiz
succeed. You will not,
kuklayı da
because our
kuklatçıyı da
nation
gayet iyi
knows
görür.
who the puppets are and who plays and
Allah'ın
controls the
izniyle
puppets.
ne biz ne de
God
milletimiz
willingly,
bu oyuna
neither
gelmeyeceğiz.
we nor our
Ebedi
nation
ve ezeli
will fall
kardeşliğimizi
to such games.
CHP'nin kutuplaştırma
Our
siyasetine
lasting
kesinlikle kurban
and
etmeyeceğiz.
strong brotherhood will
Etnik
not be
kimlik üzerinden
victimized by the
mezhep,
dirty politics of
meşrep,
CHP
ideoloji üzerinden
over ethnical
milletimizin anasına
roots,
kıymet
sects,
dokunmasına
or
lüzum yok.
ideologies, even though some
İyi
try to
olacağız.
bring dissension among our people and
İyi
bring
olacağız.
unrest. We
İyi
will
olacağız.
always be strong, we
Kardeş
will
olacağız.
always be resilient, we will
Hep
always be
birlikte
brothers and
Türkiye
sisters,
olacağız.
and all together we will be Turkey.
Bunun için sizlerden çalışmalarınızı
For
biraz
that
daha hızlandırın.
reason, I expect you all
Şu andan
to give
itibaren
some speed to your
2023'e kadar
work. From this
kapı kapı
moment
dolaşacak,
on, all the way until
mesellerimizi,
2023,
hizmetlerimizi,
you will go door to door
projelerimizi
and tell
araştırma
about our
güçlerimize
works, our
aktaracak.
projects, and share those with our brothers and sisters from
Şimdi buradan
Maraş.
Kahramanmaraş İl Teşkilatımıza soruyorum.
And now I ask to the
Arkada mı?
Kahramanmaraş Provincial Organization.
2023 için
The main
kapı
ranks,
kapı dolaşmaya
are
var
you
mıyız?
in to go door to door
Hanımlar,
for 2023?
2023 için
Ladies,
kapı kapı dolaşmaya var mıyız?
are you in to go door to door
Gençler,
for 2023?
2023 için
What
kapı
about
kapı
you, dear
dolaşmaya
youth?
var mıyız?
Are you ready to go door to door
Şimdi
for 2023?
yemini yapalım.
Now let's take our oath. We should stand
Tek devlet,
tall, our shoulders back, our head high. One state, one flag, one nation,
geldik.
and Now it's the moment.
Tamam. Hiç hiç ara vermeden yola devam.
Yes, with
Gayret
no
bizden.
pause, we
Tevfik
will
Allah'tandır.
continue
Rabbim
on this
yolumuzu,
path. We will show the
bahtımızı
efforts,
açık
and
etsin
God
diyorum.
will grace
Bu
us.
düşüncelerle
May God keep
sözlerime
our
son
path
verirken
always clear.
Kahramanmaraş
As I
İl Danışma
conclude with those
toplantımızı
thoughts, I hope
kentimiz,
that Kahramanmaras
şehrimiz,
provincial
ülkemiz
consultative
için
meeting
hayırlara vesile
will be
olmasını
auspicious
Allah'tan
for
diliyorum.
our city,
Bu
for
oluşumdan
our
bugüne
region, and for our country.
teşkilatımızda görev
I
alan
would like to
tüm
thank to all
kardeşlerime
brothers and sisters
gayretleri,
who assumed
emekleri,
roles in AK
sadakatleri
Party
için
ranks
tekrar
from AK Party's
şükranlarımı
foundation
sunuyorum.
on.
Sağ
I
olun,
once again would
var
like to
olun,
extend my
Allah'a
gratitude.
emanet olun.
Thank you all very much.
AK Parti Genel Başkanı, Cumhurbaşkanımız Sayın Recep Tayyip Erdoğan'a konuşmaları için teşekkür ediyor ve bir müddet daha zat devletlerini sahnede misafir ediyoruz. Gün anısına hediyelerini takdim etmek üzere Kahramanmaras